Obviously, a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Using the quick game. Strikes the blow. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
To the air. It's Locklear. He looks that one in nicely. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Miners want to pick up the tempo. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They'll give it to him again. After the filthy move, he's got room. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. It's a draw. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miners. Getting set for the point after.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So Jacksonville State's offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Turner. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws for the tight end. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. The offense lining up for a first down play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Fires downfield. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Listen, the comeback route is one of the more difficult routes to throw in college football. You see zone, and they're bailing, getting out of there. Nice job by the receiver, sticking his foot in the ground, coming back to the quarterback, catching the ball. Nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Miners moving quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
10, Jacksonville State, 0.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Savage. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll take another shot here. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. I understand the fourth down analytics and going for it all the time, but that deep in your own end, you're just gift-wrapping an opportunity for the other guy. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Lead is still in double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. That's the end of the quarter, and UTEP has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To throw, it's Turner. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it at the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
On to attempt the try. And it's up. They draw just a touch closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The Miners headed quickly to the line.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Fights off a defender. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Can't hang on. It's incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to throw, it's Locklear. Finds the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? They'll try to pop the draw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
That last completion has them set up, 2nd and short. They move the tight end all over. Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Grabbed in the middle. It's Campbell. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It leads to 2nd down.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Into the house. Touchdown, UTEP. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. A 1st down for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Dances away. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up. Before the end of the half.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
The play action fake. They're bringing heat. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and...
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown?
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Dropping back, it's Locklear. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jolly. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw. This time on target. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Odo. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
And the Miners will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Turner. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The inside handoff. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And a great return on the play before they're finally able to bring him down. And the quarterback just will hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Miners will hustle to the line. It's a draw. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After the run, now to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights, it's good.
That makes the score. Jacksonville State 21, UTEP 20.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Turner. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Miners are in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Campbell. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Offense in the hurry-up.
47. 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back has it. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down. And the Miners are rolling down the field. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. On 3rd down, going up top. That's caught. It's Odom. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now from inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He wants to throw it again. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, UTEP.
Touchdown.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
He got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Looking to pass. It's Locklear. He's got it. The 2-point try is good, and we are tied here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer. You've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. This offense has a 2nd down play.
Easy.
To the air, it's Turner. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the run, it's Jolly. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Miners want to move quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Takes the easy completion. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Fires to the tight end. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They want to just keep throwing it. Makes a connection. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. He wants it all. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Turner. Looking to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Back to pass, it's Locklear. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's caught. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Racing to the right. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He's got it on the move. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. of the stats. They go to the ground. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all wrapped up here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm